I can put the extra fuel on here. We got 4 tons. Puts us at 51. I'm okay reducing this. And I should get this out. Alright, this is A. Let's launch this one first. And then we'll get the other one launched out. Save. Launch. Alright, part A and then part B, and then this is going to Moho. Which we gotta get a window set up. And the alarm clock. Five, four, three, two, one. Go, little rocket, go! It's a very odd-looking rocket with the orange tanks there. I think I'm gonna keep the TWR down until we're below 500. And I'll let it run wild. But yeah, this Vector engine is the most fuel-efficient engine at sea level in the game. So we kind of have to use that as our launching stage. And because we're keeping things very low mass, we're always going to have a high TWR with it off the pad. The only issue with it is it weighs 4 tons. The other engine that we could use is the... I can't think of the name of it right now. It starts with the C, I think. No, the Skipper is the Skipper. It weighs 3 tons, but it is significantly less powerful. And sometimes we have to revert to that for whatever rocket we're trying to build. It just depends on what we're hauling and how we're hauling it at the end of the day. I can't go completely around yet. And then this is the Wolfhound. The Wolfhound has actually proven to be the best second stage engine. Only problem with this one, it's also heavy. It's like 3.5, 4 tons. So we've got 7 tons wrapped up, or 8 tons wrapped up in engines alone. And then we have to worry about the other 42 tons being fuel and payload. Our payloads top out right around like 6 to 8 tons. And that's the maximum we can put out before we start having like severe issues with everything. Is the Cheetah heavy? No, the Cheetah's like 1.2, 1.3 tons, but doesn't have a lot of thrust. Like right about that point there where we decoupled and started burning, it had like a 0.7 TWR. So it'd be really struggling. It's a great vacuum engine, yeah. This one's better. This one has a better specific impulse. What's up, Jam Session? The challenge is going pretty well, dude. It's getting interesting. We're working on refueling a rocket around Moho. We have a mission to dock vessels around Moho, and we have a rocket that ran out of fuel. So we're sending this to go refuel it, but this is the top half of an ion transfer stage that we have to send in a second half of a rocket. But it's causing us to think. It's pretty interesting. I'm trying to figure out the ideal mass that we can send out. And Das Hibbit, if you're still here, we've only got to design like 2 or 3 more rockets and we're done. We have all of our in-game stuff already set up and ready to go. It's just getting it out there and getting it refueled is the big thing. Super Cat, enjoy your lurk. Thanks for being here. This is the product of not having SAS module on board. But we have a gimbal and we have this, so it's good enough. Jam, how are you, buddy? How's your summer coming along so far? Oh, crap. I did it dumb. I went past apoapsis. All right, let's go to 100 by 88. That's fine. And then I'm gonna go switch to the other ship. and launch that one out. So this one has to mate to the other one. All right, Space Center. You're working through a hate raid, follow bot hell, and another chat. Oh, that sucks. So one thing to bypass that, let the streamer know, which is why I don't get them. If you set up your chat to require a verified email in order to chat, it stops a lot of that stuff. Because a lot of those people just make throwaway accounts and go spamming away. They don't take the time to go and verify everything that they make. It's a very good thing to do. You get less people chatting overall, but it's marginal. But like, I don't get like the little follow bots. Want to buy followers? Click this link here. I don't get that or anything. I know it's too late for that now, but something for them to have in the future. Oh, I got you. It's not a community that we share with EJ, right? Because I see a couple people online right now from that realm. Not that you're aware of? Okay, cool. Just want to make sure. Alright, this one's the next stage. We've got like a lot of Delta V. Keep me updated, yeah. Send me names of people. Look, check some of the account ages. If some of them are like older than a year old, compile a list, and we'll just cross-ban them across channels. That way we don't have to worry about them anywhere else. But they're like 6 months old. They're just trash accounts. To do a sting operation, Kyle. Hate raids are dumb. Twitch got rid of brigading a long time ago. People still find a way around it. How you doing, Chivo? Welcome in. I didn't say EJ at all. I didn't speak those words. How you doing, Tiger Fang? Welcome in. It's good to see you. Hope you're well. I've got EJ's cell phone number. If I need him for something, he's just a text away, whether he likes it or not. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tiger Fang, how are you, friend? How's your weekend so far? Or your week, I guess. Your weekend was finished yesterday. I hope everything's okay, though. Yeah, we'll keep our TWR below 2 while we go through here. One doggo treat. I am not interested in follows at this point. If you guys want to follow, that's great. But that doesn't help me in the long run. You guys can just bookmark my channel or just remember my fat face. I'm live at 4 p.m. every day except for Wednesday. Come by and hang out. How am I, Tiger Fang? I'm doing all right, bud. We're trying to get this challenge to a point where everything is easy. Just join what's going on. We're just playing some Kerbal, buddy. How are you today? Welcome in. Just trying to get rockets in space. That is the day I need you most, because I need a day off. And if I'm playing 2 games in a week, I could do 3 days of one game, have a day off, and do 3 days of the other. It splits the week up perfectly. And I want to do Kerbal Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, because those are 2 days that EJ has off. So it fits well for what I'm trying to accomplish. I could do 3.5 days each. I tried to stream every day. I fell behind on a lot of stuff, Goalie Bear. If I want to continue to do this as a full-time job, there's a lot of back-end stuff I got to catch up on. A lot of things I owe you guys that I've fallen behind on. There's a lot of stuff around the house that needs to be done because I keep forgetting to do it all because I don't have time. Because you got to think, I may stream 8 to 9 hours a day, but networking takes up a whole lot more time than that. Scoping out games, talking to streamers, maintaining relationships, social media, reinventing things. You got to keep stuff fresh. Thinking of challenges. It never ends. All right, we're in vacuum. I just recently had, so Goalie Bear, I bought a bunch of my new merch to wear on stream. I get it at cost. And apparently it got delivered Saturday. I don't have a package. So I'm out about $200 on that so far. I've got people looking for it in different places. Hopefully it turns up somewhere because someone in my apartment complex has a bunch of cool gear that they can wear that are probably shirts not in their size. That and iRacing. I have a buddy who streams iRacing. He has like a 6,000 rating, and he usually hovers around 150 while he's streaming. I met him about a year and a half ago. Name? Puck Vanek. Trevor Perry. You might know him. 8 to 9 hours is literally just the stream time. None of the prep, literally anything done. Yep. I probably put 10 to 14 hours a day in it. Pazuzu, the 50-ton challenge is going pretty well. Right now, we're getting a second half of an ion transfer stage into orbit. That way we can mate it with a fuel tank because we're refueling a ship around Moho. That Moho's a bastard, by the way. And we didn't have enough Delta V to land. We got into orbit, though. So we have to go refuel it enough to land it. And that way we can get that part of our mission criteria finished. You watch him all the time? Yeah, he's a good guy. I've streamed games with him online before with a mutual friend. Yeah, he's pretty cool. All right, we're gonna get this to 100 by 100 and have this just kind of hang out because the other stage has the antenna and the batteries. Tell him Dave Farmer 5 was lurking in your chat. Okay. I don't think he has an actual set streaming schedule. He just plays when he wants to. So next time it might be Wednesday when I'm not streaming. I'll poke in and cheer him some bits. We can hear I'm gonna bust it from what's his face, Brian Hicks. Brian Hicks. Smart, sending more fuel instead of a YOLO strat with a suicide burn or something. Well, I mean, we were, according to the Delta V map and according to what we had, we should have had about 1,000 Delta V left over, but we ended up being about 1,600 Delta V short because we needed 5,000 to capture Moho, which was kind of a pain in the ass. Yeah, Pazuzu, Moho sucks, dude. Sprinkle with Trevor is a fun time. Especially if there's alcohol involved, which more often than not there is. So Kamikaze, I played Among Us with Brian, Trevor. I don't think it was Jordan. It was somebody else, and we had a couple other people in the group, and that was a mess. I'm wanting to less now. Well, so I mean. It really sucks, Pazuzu. I'm trying to think of the guy's name. I want to say it was Tyler? I don't think it was Tyler. I don't know. Whoever it was, he sounded just like Brian. And I gave him shit for it, and he hated me. I was like, you and Brian sound alike. Shut up. And he got mad at me. All right, you're just going to hang out here and just be pretty. So you just hang out here and be pretty. Yeah, Tyler. That's who it is. Yep. When you said O'Neill, I remember that name now. Because his username's like Ty O'Neill or something. Yep. Let me grab a water flavoring here. I've been flavoring my water recently so I can drink more. So there you go, Kamikaze. You made a connection. You should hang out with me more. Because I know peeps that you know. We've actually raided Tyler a few times. Because sometimes he goes late into the night. I won't raid him when he's playing like Call of Duty, though. Call of Duty's not something to to jump into from like Kerbal. No one wants to watch Call of Duty. But iRacing's pretty similar. They're simulation games. I know a lot of you guys who hang out with EJ also race with them, you know, Assetto Corsa and GTA and stuff like that. So it's not a bad thing. That's your job, Kyle? Maybe. You just started finding the fun stuff with Kerbal? Well, if you got any questions, man, feel free to ask. I don't mind. I've stopped and did tutorials and everything so far. I don't mind helping. I always say the rising tide makes everybody grow and it keeps everybody on the same page. I like to do a lot of vanilla challenges, like this one, for example. All right, we got 5 days. Let's go. I zoom out, that way people don't get like vertigo and stuff from the ship going around in circles really fast. You just want to see the mole hole? I've never seen that in person before, Pazuzu. I have no interest in it. If I was sending a full tank of fuel to this ship, I would have done that, but we're sending only a half a tank for weight purposes, mass purposes. So I wasn't able to do something like that. The rising tide lifts all ships. What's up, Fingers? Welcome in. Yeah, I'm all about helping people who have questions about things and trying to show as much as I know. I'm not like super technical, but I know a couple of things in this game pretty well. I don't know what that means, Mew. I don't know what you're trying to say. But sure. But he doesn't play Red Out. Oh, you mean like he doesn't want to. He's hard stuck on like 4 games. That's how he rolls normally. He doesn't like to play too many games. He tries to keep everything close, that way you can expect to know what to see from him and everything else. He usually has about 5 or 6 games, and that's about it. Your biggest challenge is figuring out what to spend science on first. Well, there's different schools of thought with that. The most 5-head, the most important thing, if you really want to spike it, is to just go down the science tree first and get as much science unlocked. That way you can accumulate more science. But I play Monopoly when I do it. I do the even build rule. I just do everything the same. I stay away from the airplane stuff because I'm never gonna fly a plane. Because I suck at flying planes. I don't want to sit here and build a plane and try to fly it and everything else. So I stick to what I know and just unlock everything as I go. I get all the 45 science stuff done, all the 90 stuff. Sometimes I poke into another one if I really, really need it. But there's a super easy way to cheese the science in this game if you want me to tell you how. It's not like cheating or anything. It's using game mechanics, but it's very easy to do. All right, so we're going to be over here. I'm going to pop over here. Half of an hour. But you can get the R. So there's a guy who speed runs this game. I haven't ever watched him do it before. But the speed run is filling out the entire R&D tree. And he's done it in 44 minutes. And he has to build each rocket. He can't use pre-made rockets. So there's very quick ways to get science in this game. Yeah, Dave, exactly. So when you realize that, spending a couple of hours, doing it in about 6 to 8 isn't too far-fetched. Let me get this thing, let me get this one burn right here done, and I'll show you what I mean. We should be like really close to it. Right there. There it is. So have you played enough to see the Science Mobile Processing Lab, Dave? Hi, Ultrasource. How are you? You're just past the 90 per mark? You know about the mobile processing lab, right? Ultrasaurus, I'm fantastic. It's good to see you. Thanks for being here. How's the email camping? Negative? Okay. You have an idea though? One second. Let me do another burn here real quick. Not well, but I don't think any of us expected that to go well. Well, you shouldn't be doing it, but I can't. Rock meets wall. There's really no telling you to do something. You're just as stubborn as I am. Yeah, let me get these two connected, Dave, and I'll show it to you, bud. Closing in on our target, which is to be expected, obviously, because I made the burn. So I mean, there really isn't an end game. It depends on what you define as an end game. If you think the end of the R&D tree is end game, I've done it more than 3 times. If you think going to Elu is the end game, I've done that more than 3 times. Some people would argue being able to take off from Eve and get back into orbit is an end game. I've never done that before. Some people have thousands of hours in this game and have never left Kerbin's SOI. So, que sera, sera. But I mean, I've finished my challenges. I've started and finished 2 challenges. This is my 3rd one. I always try to set a goal and try to get it done. So this is the number 3 on that list. So we're going to get super close. We're going to burn ourselves, and then we're going to connect. Shouldn't be too much trouble. Have you ever tried to build a Kraken drive? I don't want to. I've accidentally built one before, but I don't know how to duplicate it. Alright, the ship is there. I'm going to turn you around. I think I just want to use this to connect. I think it'd be more worthwhile. Let's use this instead. This moves a lot better. I was trying to use the other stage because it has like the solar power and stuff, but we got plenty of battery here. We're closing in. Should be a perfect little kiss here. It's gonna be nice and pretty. We're a little off. You can see the retrograde moving a little bit away from anti-target, which is to be expected on such a long joining process. We're gonna meet it up here, burn this down, and then realign, and it should be just a perfect little bump. Now kiss. Yep, that's what we'll be doing here in just a second. We're going in for the smoochums. And we're probably going to move the fuel from this over to here and just have this be a stage that helps push it out. Or maybe move it from there to there, I mean. Well, no, because this is the ions here. This is our 9,000 Delta V ion stage, which is going to be what ends up pushing the rest. Right now it's got 24,000 because it doesn't have this fuel stage on top of it. But then once we get this, I don't know how it's supposed to be turned. So I'm just going to kind of stick it here and hopefully it works. Boop. Okay, sweet. I want to then grab the fuel from here and drain it out of there. We'll get that going. And then we'll get the other 4 fuel tanks empty as well. So we'll get that one done. It's easy. That one done, easy. And then that one done, easy. Okay, these are good. We're going to control from here. No. Oh, I transferred to the wrong stage, didn't I? Damn it. I transferred to the wrong stage. Oops. Don't pay any mind to me. I'm just a dummy. You're a dumb one, Mr. Grinch. Ultra, I made a new stinger transition. You want to see it? I'm kind of proud of it, and I'm a dork. Yeah, check it out. I made this earlier today. Whoosh. Nice. Isn't that cool? It's a transition. It does things. So we're going to get this below 50 and then detach it, and then we are going to continue our playthrough. So we're going to undock, turn this back prograde, and then burn back out. Bye, ship. You suck. So this gives us 773 Delta V. It's nothing to really scoff at. It's fuel that we didn't have. This disables cross feed. We still have fuel in here. Good, good, good. 100. Now, if we're going to Moho, we should probably go to like 250, maybe 300,000. I think 200 is fine. It looks awesome. Thanks. I spent about an hour on it. I had to source like sound effects and stuff. Well, first I wasn't going to plan on doing it, and I was like, ooh, I need one of these. And then I did it. And I had to like grab files and stack files and work with certain things. I'm still learning how to use like After Effects and stuff. And then I had to learn how to actually put a stinger transition into OBS because I never knew how to do it before. All right, Dave, are you still with us? Because if you are, I will show you the science trick. Kerbal players hate him for this one trick. You are? Okay, cool. All right, that's close enough. Stick to there. Prop you up. That's going out soon. Let's go to the Space Center. I'll show you some stuff.